So let's cut over into the game,
Yep.
and why don't you start, Nicholas, and give us sort of an overview here of what we're looking at. This is Hallowed Bastion.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the new Breach Viking map that we've been working on. And so just to give like a context of the map, here the idea is that it's a big bastion that is pretty much inside the forest that has been raided by the attackers. So here we're spawning in the attacker spawn. So we get into the battlefield, and Edgar is going to show us the different, gameplay ingredients that are very, very interesting. And the idea is that the invaders are basically camping inside the forest in your back.
Yeah.
And now you're inside that battlefield where everything is broken, everything has been damaged during the war that started like few days, weeks, months ago. And you are actually trying to push your ram toward the big gate of that big fortress.
This is also a first view for the viewers to see the Viking pikemen.
Yes.
Because up to now,
That's
people
also
have
the
only
Viking
seen
ram.
the knights.
The
Yeah,
knight
and the
ones,
Viking ram as well. You're right.
As a beer.
A beer.
Wow, a bear.
Ed has had some beers.
It's a bear. So this is basically the main lane area, as we call it. This is where your goal is to push the ram up to this ginormous gate.
Beautiful gate, I must say.
Yes.
It'll be a shame to smash that open.
Oh,
In the bridge mode, we really wanted to feel that you were actually attacking a massive fortress. We really want to feel this wall look massive, big, very high, which was challenging for us because we had to find ways to get on top of those ramparts. But that gives a really different feeling from everything that we've been, working on in the past.
and these pikemen, as those of you who have played Breach before, they take a beating to go down. So they're not that easy. And they do deal a lot more damage than your normal soldiers in Dominion.
We're using custom match right now, which is why
Yes.
Ed's not taking damage.
Yes.
If you're wondering.
So here I'm going to show a bit more of the layout. We got a cool boost down there. So the map is sprinkled with different areas. We have ballistas, we have boosts, we have all that cool stuff that you can find along the way as you play. So, and here the ballista has a great shot onto this archer point here that we're going to try to be taking. Also, you can cover your friends on the ram, and there's also that archer point there. So, and you have various access points to different areas in the map.
Oh yeah, now we get into the trenches.
Yeah, here we have these trenches. This is something that Marie-Ève, one of the artists working on this map, one of the first prototypes she did, had these trenches, which I really liked. And I thought it brought like this World War I kind of feel to it. And again, we took a lot of liberties in expressing different forms of breach maps, So here you also see that the health boost is underneath the main lane area. You could probably even catch a glimpse of the ram.
When the ram is
soldiers
coming
moving forward.
next to the gate, you can see it from underneath, and that's super
awesome.
nice
Yeah.
feeling.
Well, that was my first impressions when I saw this, Ed, and you were showing me going under that. It shows that you, as designers, you're not just forced with a template for every breach map to match.
Exactly.
You can try different things and take some liberties with the flow of them, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. So this is the first archer point that you can take in this map. And again, these spaces vary depending on the capture points. You'll always have the archers there dealing damage. You'll have captains there who are trying to protect the point.
I like that at this point too. We have an established Viking architecture. Like those towers
Right.
are similar to with the towers that you can find in other maps. But
Yeah, exactly. Here we wanted to feel that this is kind of bunker, where they were actually, camping, waiting for the attackers. So again, as you can see, it's been bombed by the previous, assault. so everything is kind of collapsed. But and what we try to do in the bridge map, and what was very important, is to have very specific landmark for each of the capture point. It was super important for us that every gameplay, iconic element was really visible from the player. That was, easy to find, easy to recognize. So here we have the bunker. Now you are inside the second capture point inside the gatehouse, actually.
Yeah. So this is the gatehouse. So for those of you who have played the Knights map, it's similar in concept. You have the cauldron here that'll deal damage to the ram once it's docked below. As an attacker, I can't interact with it right now. And so this will be the third capture point in phase 1, as we call it. So interesting little fact about this map. As we were designing it, we had the first archer point, and then we had the cauldron as our second capture point, and we had the second archer point as the third point, so it was archer point, cauldron, archer point, which was very different from the Knights map, and you'll see later on in the Samurai map. And we toyed around with this idea of maybe the cauldron doesn't have to be the last capture point always in the breach map, but after we ran enough tests with this, we realized it didn't work. So we tried it. We actually held on to it for months, and we kept getting the feedback in playtests that this doesn't feel right. And I was kind of being hard-headed about it because I really wanted it to work out in the end.
Yeah.
But in the end, we realized, okay, no, it's better if it goes archer point, cauldron. So that'll always be the
That's the
last.
kind of work that we do a lot in the
Yes.
previews, like the first step of the production is to test those things, those different, as you said, like for sure there's always the same skeleton, but we need to reshuffle stuff around to give a different flavor. Here, like you said, like we really wanted to feel that you can go underneath the map, you have multiple paths, which is going to be different for the Samurai map, and it's already very different from the Knight map.
So I was showing here earlier, you'll see there is something that people may recognize from the Tribute game mode, that we have these shrines that you can, either defenders can use. This is for the defender team, so they can either place the shield banner in there, and it will shield the gate, and it can take an extra hit from the ram. But also the attackers, and you can actually see it down below. Here, actually, I'll go and get it. Yeah.
Take a ride.
So, at a certain point during a breach match, the shield banner will spawn, and so it's up to the teams to be quick on pointing it out when it does spawn, and it's up to them to plant it in their respective shrine. So, as an attacker, I want to plant it on the ram itself. And this means it can sustain more damage than what its regular health is. So that's a very important tactic in Breach.
So the attackers, they spawn like as we saw like at the edge of the forest, and the defender, they spawn on the top of the rampart.
Oh,
the super.
We just broke down that gate.
Hell yeah.
I didn't do a single thing.
So maybe you can go back up and show the view from the defenders.
Yeah. Again, we're playing with custom match rules here, so.
So in fact, one of the options.
This is not exactly the same thing people will
One of the
be
options
playing,
in custom match, you can tell it how many hits the
yes,
battery
exactly.
takes to
So we set it a bit lower.
Yep.
So here we can see this will be capture point 4 of phase 2. And there you have again the same setup, minions fighting over it.
The main lane, the side lane, and a part that is more like a booster.
Yeah. And again, here we will have to escort the ram now to the second gate.
Yes. I just want to
Which
for
we
a second
can
just
see
for
down there.
chat stuff. There are no Twitch drops today. I'm not sure if there's a thing that says that they're on, but they are not on. We're not doing Twitch drops today, but we will be giving away posters at the end of the show, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, I mean, so this is phase 2 kind of follows along the same principles of phase 1, except here you do have the health zone, and you have the shield banner as well that spawns. and you'll also have the Guardian. So for those of you who have, again, played Breach in the Knights map, the Guardian is an opponent that does not belong to any one team, and two teams can gang up or try and take him down, and they will receive powerful boosts in return. So yeah.
Do a little run around this area now that we're in here.
Okay. Just for you, Eric.
Just for me. There's a push and pull on how much we wanted to tease for you folks.
Yeah.
But I wanted to give you a little more taste just because we're already in here.
Also, important to notice that the more you get into the map, the more the feeling of chaos will surround you, because that's something we push hard on. It's to really feel that the war is happening right now. You are inside the thing, everything gets broken, fire or spawning everywhere. That's really something that makes Bridge different from the other maps we have, actually from the other game modes.
The skull.
Yeah.
Oh, the skull is so good down there. You might also want to mention too that this is using our new graphical system.
Yeah.
People, I saw some comments that they're appreciating the new lighting.
Yeah, so here you can have a glimpse of the work that we did on the new texture, the new lighting. So we revamped a lot, pretty much everything that we already shipped. So I think we're going to talk about that also in the future. But this give you an idea of how the previous map are going to look like for the expansion. So here you can see that there's snow pretty much everywhere. We tweaked a lot the texture, we improved the quality of them, the detail. Even the lighting, we use a new lighting system that is much more accurate. So this is going to reveal more the detail of the architecture. The light is going to bleed more inside the corners. So this is something that you are going to notice as you play, you know.
Another cool thing is that the map catches on fire as you progress through it. So you'll see things like, the destruction, takes place live.
I do always, when I play this game, I do always feel bad for the fictional builders of these places. Like they built these beautiful buildings and cities, and they're just all getting destroyed.
And what I enjoyed about working on this map is that the organic feel that we brought to it, which is very different from the Knights map. There's so much, it's a lot of wood, grass, terrain, trees, a lot more to that.
And this one is a bit less military than the Night map.
Right.
Here it was more around the idea of this is a sacred, bastion, so there's something special once you're going to breach the second gate. You're going to end into a very unique place, something very different from everything we did before. We're probably gonna keep that for us until people play
we'll keep some of the mystery for next week.
So, for example, the next part you see is the third capture point of the second phase. So again, this one it's more like a druid. How do you say that? Like a druid type of house. Like a more special, type of environment.
So that's about it.
Incredible.
But that is the end of the video, guys, so thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know your thoughts. I love reading and replying to all your comments down below. And feel free to check out my Discord and Twitter. There is a link down below in the description box for both of those as well. The Discord is a great way for me to talk to you guys outside the YouTube comments section. And of course, the Twitter is a great way for you guys to get a notification whenever a video is being uploaded, because YouTube is a bit weird sometimes. And if you like this video and you like what I'm doing here on the channel and you want to support the channel further, feel free to check out my Patreon. There'll be a link down below in the description box, and a link will pop up at the end of the video. And if you choose to donate, it is greatly appreciated. And a big shout out to my current patrons whose names you've been seeing in the background. Just wanted to say thank you for your support. It really does mean a lot. And please share this video around, it does help me out a fuck ton. And if you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I shall see you all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.